Your boy Ron D. Let's get him again. Yo.
Sitting here with Ron D. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. This is good to finally meet you in the flesh, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's an honor.
Yeah, man. Is D your real middle name?
No,
or real middle initial?
The D is actually stands for Detroit.
Detroit?
Yeah.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure like if D was your middle name too. And your last name is Williams?
Yeah, my last name Williams, yeah.
Okay. On your first joint that I got, which might not have been your first joint, first mixtape you had, you mentioned in your lyrics that you stopped rhyming and then you started again. When you had stopped, what was the reason you stopped?
Just, I made the transition from Detroit down here to Georgia.
Yeah.
And, things just didn't go like I planned it out. I was young and, it was just too much going on. So when I moved back to Detroit, I was just like, I don't want no parts of it. It was just, it was just too much going on for me at the time, too much to wrap my young mind around.
Yeah.
So I didn't want no parts of it.
Okay. Who are some of the people you listen to, coming up?
Man.
You can name local or on a national level. It's fine too.
Well, locally from home, I grew up listening to a lot of MC Breed, a lot of Street Lords, a lot of Rock Bottom.
Esham?
I listen to Esham a little bit.
Your brother introduced him to me.
Yeah. I listen
K.O.B. the Saw?
Yeah. Yeah, so
was it Sleepy Greaves? Wait, P Groove and Sleepy D?
P Groove and Sleepy D. P Groove was actually still my engineer.
Yeah, you were telling me that a few years back.
Yep. So then of course the greats. I like Rakim. I like Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. Of course Tupac and Biggie, and really just the greats. You know what I'm saying? If they inspired, hip hop, or they did something great in hip hop, 9 times out of 10, when I was a young kid, I was listening to them. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Tell me what you've been doing lately. You've been doing something dealing with videos, from what I understand.
Well, lately I've been working on this thing called Jacking for Beats. It's a video series. I'm dropping a video every last Saturday of the month. Right now we're going to the end of the year. It may go a little longer. So just dropping videos, and because I know people like visuals, especially with the social media. So I figured instead of dropping another mixtape, I just drop visuals, for the people. So right now I dropped the first one. I dropped that. How long ago was that? September. I dropped it in September, and it's been getting a great response. I did the Future and Drake song, Where You At, and I did the Meek Mill's Check. So I put them both together and did the video, and it's been getting a great response.
What did you think of that battle? If you want to call it that. I'm from the old school.
It's definitely different, because I'm used to, when I first heard about it, I thought it was gonna be like Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss, or like what's some other good battles?
KRS and Shan.
KRS. Well, that's a little bit before my time.
Okay. Tupac and Biggie.
Or I thought it was gonna be something along those lines, and then because of course I'm a fan of both artists. I know Meek Mill comes from the battle realm, so
yeah.
I really thought Meek Mill was just gonna crush Drake, but Drake had a plan, and it was strategic, and he went for what he knew, and and then of course nowadays it's a popularity thing. So even if you are a better artist, if an artist is more popular than you, then he kind of wins already. You know what I'm saying? So it was good for hip hop though. It's good for hip hop. I'm glad that people still want to see two artists go at each other, or see what type of lyrics artists can bring to the table. Instead of just always the club song or the dope. It's a nice beat and a nice hook, but the lyrics ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was cool. It was cool for hip hop.
What is your take on ghostwriting? You feel like a true MC could still be called a true MC even if he has a ghostwriter?
Back then, no, but now, yeah. I mean, of course, if it could be my way, I would say no. You shouldn't be able to. If somebody else is writing your lyrics, then they're the true MC. You know, it's not you. You know what I'm saying? That's just like LeBron James and Kobe. They can't send nobody else out there to play for them. You know what I'm saying? They gotta go practice and, you know what I'm saying, and weight train and train and practice and, you know. So I mean, but like I say, different times. You know, it is what it is. It's crazy.
I saw a Corrupt interview on DJ Vlad the other day.
Okay.
I think Vlad asked him the same question.
Okay.
He was just talking about how sometimes you have ghostwriters. It's not really like they write all your rhymes, but you're in the studio with them. They're throwing you ideas here and there. And Corrupt stated that on the first song he was on, Snoop actually wrote the song called Niggas Don't Give a F. And he said, I didn't write any of my stuff. Snoop wrote all my stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so he was like, you know, he felt like you. He felt like Meek Mill was going to win that battle. Because he's from Philly, and he knew about Meek from way back before most people knew about Meek. And he was just saying, MCs, you know, write their own stuff. But at the same time, you do get inspired by other people to write things.
You do get inspired. I mean, of course, if an artist came, you know, with a hook, like for instance, I got a cat out in Cali that goes by the name of Mike Fomar, and he makes beats and he ghostwrites. You know, so he sent me songs. You know, he sent me the beat and the hook is already on it, so I just have to write my lyrics. But as far as the artist writing your lyrics, like, you know, maybe a melody or something, you know what I'm saying, but to actually write my lyrics, I just, you know, I don't think a true MC should be able to call himself a true MC if somebody else is writing his lyrics for him.
Okay. I know you've been doing the Dilla-Day out there in Detroit for the last few years. Me and your brother both went to FAMU with Common. And, you know, he and Dilla were super close.
Yeah, they were super tight.
I've never met Dilla, but like I said, I know people that know him, like, you know, Raj Common. I know Phife Dawg, and Phife Dawg worked closely with Dilla. I know Diamond D, you know, worked with Tribe and Dilla and Slum Village. I was wondering, tell me what Dilla's, I guess, his foundational, his legacy meant to you, and how you were able to get on board for the Dilla-Day in Detroit.
Well, Dilla, that was something. His beats was actually introduced to me. I heard his music in 2001. He was with Slum Village, and I just thought it just sounded good to me. You know what I'm saying? So, when I came down here to Atlanta in 2006. The guy who was engineering us at the time when I was down here doing my thing, his name was Sab. And he, I'm not sure if he actually knew Dilla personally or what their relationship was, but he was playing some Dilla beats for me, you know what I'm saying? And I just was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm already a hip-hop head. I love hip-hop music. I love the samples, the soulful beats. So when I heard it, it was just like, I need to rap off something like that. I need to be rapping off something like that. So, you know, and then right after that, I think he passed, like, right after that, you know, after I started really doing my homework and research on Dilla, you know, he passed right after that, so.
Was it February 2002? Or that's his birthday?
I think, is it February? Yeah, his birthday is in February.
He died in 2002, I believe.
I think, no, he passed in 06.
06?
Yeah, he passed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he passed in 06.
Pun died in 02, huh?
Who did?
Big Pun, I believe, died in 02.
I'm not sure.
I get them mixed up, man, as far as the dates when they died.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and then when I started back rapping, you know, of course, you know, just being a hip hop artist, and doing my thing around the city on the, you know, the local scene, the underground scene, his people you know, that he, you know what I'm saying, like Fat Cat, Guilty Simpson.
House Shoes?
I've met House Shoes before. And, you know,
J-Rock?
I've never met J-Rock.
He's from Cali.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I've never met J-Rock.
Yeah.
And they just, you know, they took a liking to me, and, you know, and of course last year, 2014, I actually got a chance to perform Ryan Dilla at Dilla-Day. So that was like an honor. Like, that was, you know, huge for my career, and just, you know, it's just a self-esteem builder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you rap off Dilla beats, and then you don't know how people gon', you know, react to it. They may not like it, because, you know, Dilla is well respected, like, especially overseas. Like, to some people, he's like a god as far as hip-hop goes, you know what I'm saying? So to get a great response from rapping over Dilla beats and to do it on Dilla-Day, it was just, you know, and then, you know, so, yeah, I keep in contact with a few of his people that he worked with personally, like I say, Fat Cat, Guilty Simpson, Killer Gans, you know. And
Black Milk.
I met Black Milk once at a meet and greet. I actually would love to work with Black Milk. I'm a huge fan of his beats.
Me too.
I would love to work with Black Milk. So I mean, you know, like I said, I still got more work to do, but you know, it's a lot that I've done, but it's still I'm not done. You know, I still got a lot to do. So you know, I'm just staying humble and taking it one day at a time.
Yeah, I love the Dilla stuff. A big Erykah Badu fan.
Yeah.
You know, Dilla did a lot of her stuff.
Yeah.
Big Tribe Called Quest fan.
Yeah.
And I know Busta Rhymes,
Janet Jackson,
Janet De La Soul.
De La.
And it's like I've read, you know, articles and that Rosh did, Common did, and you know, he actually roomed with Dilla when he moved out to L.A. Started doing movies.
Yeah.
And he said Dilla was still throwing them beats, man, from a hospital bed.
Yeah.
You know, had the kind of sampler in the hospital bed.
He made beats all the way up until he passed. Like, he was in the hospital. Like, his mother was saying, I actually had the honor of meeting
my
a
Deuce.
couple times. Yeah, I had the honor of meeting my Deuce a couple times. So,
yeah.
She, in the interview that I seen, she actually said that he would send her to the record store to, you know, dig. You know what I'm saying, for music. So she would bring crates of music back to the hospital room, and he would pick through the crates, and what he didn't like, he would give it back to her, like, yeah, you can, that's garbage, I don't want that. And then he would keep stuff at the room. So, yeah, they said he had his equipment and stuff in his hospital bed. So, that was crazy. That was crazy.
All right. Okay, we met via social media.
Yeah, social media. Yep.
I posted a picture of your brother, I believe.
Yep.
Do you recall your brother talking about me? Or mentioning my name?
Yep. Through on the set, like pretty much everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because he talked about on the set a lot. You know, on the set was his baby. You know what I'm saying? So he always talked about on the set, and he always, you know, wanted to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I named my label. I started my own label. It's called On the Set Records.
Saw that.
Yeah, so I named it, you know, basically to keep his legacy alive.
Lawrence Lachey, that's your uncle, correct?
That was my uncle. He passed in '88.
He would talk about Uncle Lawrence a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Reese is his nickname, Chuck's nickname, right?
Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, Reese is his nickname because his middle name is Maurice. His first name is Charles. His middle name is Maurice, but he doesn't like Charles, so we called him Reese. So you know, growing up, that's
Reese Enterprises was like the name of the company.
Yeah.
No, he loved basketball.
Yep, and football. He was a diehard Lions fan.
He loved Detroit. He was Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about before Eminem came out.
Yeah.
That dude had me listening to Esham and K.O.B. The Saw and P. Groove and Sleepy D. I'm playing this on the air. I'm a DJ on the radio station.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Chuck, I want to say it was 95.
Okay.
And I had graduated.
Mm-hmm.
And he really wanted me, man, to stay in Tallahassee and keep doing the show and everything. But at the time, you know, I had bills and life was getting real. And I couldn't afford, you know, to stay in Tallahassee after I finished school.
Yeah.
So he was kind of upset with me, you know, as I moved back to Tampa or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was always love. We always kept in touch.
Yeah.
And our good friend Delane, who lives here in Atlanta now, took my place on the show.
Okay.
and I ran into Chuck and Delane and some of the New Jacks that were involved with the show.
Yeah.
And they did a show. I'll never forget, Chuck introduced me to a guy named Seth.
Okay.
White kid.
Yeah. I heard about Seth. Seth was the one that owned the record store. Okay, yeah.
Or, his people own the record store, and he's, I guess, one of the part owners of the record store.
Okay.
And he introduced me to the whole record store.
Wow.
And Earwax. They're one of the biggest distributors on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And we stayed with Seth. And now Seth moved back to Massachusetts.
Okay.
But I'm still cool to this day. It's a brother named Minister Server.
Okay.
And he's an Omega. And he indoctrinated me into the Universal Zulu Nation.
Okay.
And he was one of those original Earwax heads. They had a clique called Nation Time Syndicate.
Okay.
So they made me an honorary member of Nation Time Syndicate.
Okay.
And Jazz and Shabazz, where I think actually the owners of Earwax, both of those brothers live in Africa now.
Wow.
But Earwax is all online now. They couldn't afford the rent, but they still sell wax online, so that's a blessing.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we go back. I'm talking about like Freaknik '93. We were interviewing Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yeah.
Curious George.
Yeah.
Who wasn't on the set, man?
Yeah, everybody was on the set, man. Everybody. I remember him, because I was in Detroit, and I'm a little kid, and then, me, majority of my childhood, he was in Florida.
Yeah.
So when they would send us on the set tapes, like, I thought my brother was a celebrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I mean, of course, that's my brother, but, I thought, like, wow, my brother's a celebrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then when I remember he had lunch with Johnny Cochran. So it was like,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, lunch with Johnny Cochran. So it was just like wow, my brother's a celebrity. So when I started doing music, of course he pushed me like, this what you gonna do? This what you gonna do? Like, and I remember him just making me freestyle at the drop of a dime. Like he'd just be like, freestyle something, talk about that TV, talk about the car, talk about the street. Like so that's and then he just. Then after his passing, I felt like I had to go forward with the music, because that was just something that he would want me to do. So now I'm at, I'm at the point now where I feel like I got my head on right, and it's just, it's just a good time to be doing music, and I feel like the type of music that I do needs to be heard. I got a hell of a story. I've been through a lot, and people. People kind of gravitate to pain. Like, I don't know, it's crazy, what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying? Not to sound negative or anything, but, when it's real and when it's stuff that people can relate to, they gravitate towards it. So I feel like that's why my music, when people do finally hear it, like, for instance, a person that's never heard me, they hear it and they be like, they should be blown away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not arrogant, I'm not cocky, I'm very humble. If somebody asks me about my music, I don't be like, oh yeah, I know I'm this shit, or I know I'm better than this artist. So it's like, when they hear it, they be like, man, like, it's you? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's great, man. I can't complain at all.
Yeah, your brother was quite a guy. Yeah. I was in the strip club, true story, and I hear somebody say, Flash! It was, do you know TJ?
Yeah.
It was TJ, man. And saw TJ in Magic City. He's like, yeah, give me a call, man. This had to be 06, 07.
Yeah. Because
MySpace was still out.
Yeah.
Look up, he's promoting this artist called B.O.B.
Mm-hmm.
Turn around a few months later, B.O.B's just blowing up.
Yeah.
Doing songs with Eminem.
Yep.
Doing songs with everybody,
Yeah.
Now he has K Camp. Have you seen TJ out here at the A3C?
No, I have. I spoke to TJ probably about 2 years, maybe about a year and a half ago. I spoke to TJ.
Yeah.
We still we keep in contact from time to time. Sometimes I'll call him, but it's one of them situations where it's like Meek Mill says, levels to it. So
Yeah.
TJ is he up there. So
yeah,
he ain't gonna waste his time.
he's still the same DJ. I mean TJ.
Oh yeah,
you know,
he's still good.
I mean, like I'm like, what? He called me Flash. I'm in the strip club.
Yeah.
Doing what I do.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. On the set.
Yeah.
TJ. He's like, yeah. Like, wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy because a lot of it's good to see that everybody that kind of got their start from on the set is like all successful now. You know what I'm saying? Like you, TJ,
Appreciate it.
Delane,
D. Allen, Burgess,
D. Allen,
Ali Muhammad.
Yep. What was the other, the female? What was her name? Tiffany.
Dana McPherson and oh man, Tara Devine.
Tara, yeah. And,
yeah.
You know, so it's. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, you know, everybody is just successful, and then, you know.
Jefferson Walker, our editor.
Yep, Jeff.
Jay Quad.
Yep. I talked to Jeff about, I think it might have been like 2011.
He still live in Tallahassee?
He was at the time, yep.
I think he still is.
Yeah, I think he still is.
I'm going to homecoming next week. I'm trying to look him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my nephew was going to TCC for a minute.
Yeah.
He went down there for like, I think. He was down there for 1 year. And then
Charles' son?
Charles he didn't have no kids.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he didn't have no kids.
Charles used to date one of my homegirls from here that went to Mays High School.
Wow.
And I'll never forget. I think her name was Cynthia. Really sweet woman. This is sad, but I have a lot of friends that have passed either by, you know, natural occurrences like your brother, or by, you know, violence, black on black, Latino on black, crime or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's like their stories kind of like run together. My stepbrother has a brother on the other side of the family that got murdered while I was down in Tallahassee.
Wow.
And I hear so many sad stories about, you know, people that are gone. They're in the spiritual world now, and they have families, you know, kids, and I have so many friends that have passed that the stories remind me of one another, and sometimes I get them mixed up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, it was, I think my brother's brother had family or whatever, so he has nieces and nephews that are still around. A member of your family was in I think your brother-in-law was a police officer or something of that nature?
Yep. My sister's husband.
Sister's husband.
Yep.
He was a jerk, right?
Yeah, he murdered my sister. Yep.
I remember that. I remember when that happened.
Yep.
And in fact, that didn't happen long before we lost Chuck, correct?
Well, that happened
about a year before that?
No, well, Chuck passed in 04. That happened in 95. Yeah,
you know what? I saw Chuck around the time that happened.
Okay.
And then I'll never forget that Chuck passed in 04 because I pledged Omega in 04.
Yeah.
And I got the news from somebody. Somebody told me, you know, exactly what happened. And then I caught up with you on social media. And then you told me what happened. I think Ali or somebody called me also.
Yeah.
Or Dana, somebody called me. Dana and Tara called me. Yeah, man. Have you ever battled at St. Andrews?
No.
Are you a battle rapper like that?
No. I mean, we used to do it to each other, like, you know, me and my friends that was rapping.
Yeah.
And people in the neighborhood, but I never, like, that's what I want to do is battle. No, I never really got into it. I wouldn't consider myself a battle rapper. But if an artist came at me, I'm not going to back down to turn down from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but no, I don't consider myself a battle rapper. I don't consider myself a battle rapper.
Have you ever done dirt?
Oh, yeah, we didn't all do some dirt.
I mean, like, you mentioned, okay, your brother-in-law was a cop and things. Did you ever sell drugs?
Nothing to brag about.
Right.
You know.
A dime bag here or there.
Yeah, but I mean, at that time I was young, so I was too young to even do. I was 8 when Tanner passed, so, you know, it wouldn't have been no dirt. I would have been doing no haze around him. I was too young. That didn't come to teenage years.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, I've done some dirt.
Gotcha. As we all have.
Yeah.
So you said, what's the name of this new video?
It's called Jackin'
for Beats.
Yep, Jackin' for Beats. and it's a video series, and the videos come out every last Saturday of the month.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything you like to add in closing?
MyNameRyanD.com, and stay up to date. And I appreciate Gus for the interview, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.